Hello everybody, Tyron Cannon here and welcome to a brand new series on my channel. Today we're going to be playing some WWE 2K22, specifically we're going to be playing some MyGM mode. I've been a long time fan of the WWE ever since I was a little kid, loved watching, let's bring my mic a little bit closer, loved watching all of the wrestling matches and whatnot. I think my favourites growing up, I couldn't tell you who my favourites are, just because I didn't really have a favourite. Probably the Undertaker is probably my favourite growing up. Just something about him just intrigued me. Anyway, on a bit of a tangent there. We've got 5 general managers to choose from in front of me. We've got Adam Pearce, who is the instigator. We've got Sonya Deville, who's a Superstars GM. Got William Regal, the Legend Whisperer, Shane McMahon, the Coast to Coast GM, and Stephanie McMahon with the McMahon presence. I'm going to be going with William Regal as he's my favourite of the 5 to choose from. Each GM and brand have a unique power card only they can have access to. You'll start with this exclusive power by choosing William Regal. His unique power card is that he's the Legend Whisperer, which means the first legend you sign this week will be for free. I will select that. I'm also going to go with SmackDown, and their power card is the Birth of Legends, which means 6 random superstars on the roster will have their popularity increased by 6. That sounds good to me. I'm actually going to go with Stephanie McMahon as our opposition GM, and the opposing brand will be Raw. AI difficulty, we'll just have it as normal. Duration will go for 50 weeks, and everything else I will set as the default or normal. So let's skip forward into the draft, where we'll draft our roster. We'll put together what hopefully will be a winning roster. Just wait for the loading screens. Hopefully these loading screens will be better than the Cricket 22 loading screens. If you're coming from my Cricket 22 series, welcome. If you're brand new to the channel, you're obviously welcome as well. Now, a couple of rules before the draft. Each GM will start with a budget of 2.75 million. GMs will take turns drafting one after the other, starting with player 1, which is me. There will be 8 rounds of drafting. After the 8th round, drafting becomes optional. GMs can opt out or draft until they're out of cash. And there's a couple of tips there on the screen if you want to read it. So we're going to continue now. And let's have a look here. So we get the first pick. I don't believe there's a time limit, so we can take as long as we want. I think our best pick's probably going to be Brock Lesnar. He's got the most popularity. So let's go with Brock Lesnar as our number 1 pick. Raw takes Becky Lynch. I'm going to go with John Cena as our second pick. We get the 2 most popular people. Stephanie McMahon's gone with Drew McIntyre as their second pick. And let's go rule by popularity. Asuka is the next popular and she's got great stamina. So let's go with Asuka. And they've picked Roderick Strong, which is surprisingly. Alexa Bliss. I like the look of Alexa Bliss. So we've got two men, 2 women so far. And I think we should pick Charlotte Flair as our next option. She's just good with everybody. When I say good with everybody, you'll see that each of the wrestlers have a class. And I think the specialist class means that they can battle with all the wrestlers. If that makes sense. My next pick is going to be AJ Styles. I think he will be great for our roster. They went with Carmella, so I'm going to go with Sasha Banks as our next pick. So we're really building a strong roster here at the moment. Seth Rollins, I like the look of Seth Rollins. He's pretty good. Now we're 4 men, 4 women. I think we're gonna draft 10 people total. I think Bianca Belair is probably the next best person. They've gone for Eric, and we'll take Rey Mysterio at the end as well. So that leaves us with plenty of money. So we've got basically 300 grand left if you look in the top right hand corner. We're going to end the draft here, and we're going to confirm our roster. What am I looking for? There we go. So that's a good looking roster, I think. Plenty of talent. And they're going to make a couple of extra draft picks. They're going to have a bigger roster than us, which is fine. I'm happy with a smaller roster. Okay, so they've taken quite a few different talents. So, but I like the look of our roster. I think it's going to be good. So let's continue. We enter the MyGM screen. Anyway, tonight is the night, the debut show. We have high hopes for you. I was born for this, Triple H. Good, I'm expecting big things from SmackDown this season. Stephanie McMahon talking a bit of smack. Champion. I'm gonna make Brock Lesnar champion. I think he's the most realistic out of all these guys to be our champion. And the women's champion, I will have Charlotte Flair be our women's champion. Let's confirm our selections. And this is our screen where all the magic happens. So I'll quickly go through what we have to do. So we've got our booking screen, our show logistics. We get, we unlock certain bits after, week 2, week 3 and whatnot. This is our roster screen, so we can manage our roster here. We've got our free agent screen. Ooh, Edge is a free agent. I might sign Edge, actually. Sign this talent. Confirm. And we've got the legend screen. We've got the Undertaker, who's a legend. Hulk Hogan, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Batista. Let's take the Undertaker as well for 5 weeks. So we've got 200 grand left in the kitty. Power cards. Okay. So we get 1 per week. So let's use... I'm just looking at our screen here. So the Birth of Legends, random superstars, random superstars on your roster will have their popularity increased by 6. Let's increase that by 6. So Rey Mysterio, Seth Rollins, Sasha Banks, Alexa Bliss, John Cena, and Charlotte Flair all got their things increased by 6. And the Legend Whisperer, let's confirm that. So let's sign another legend. Who should we sign? For free. Let's get Batista in for 10 weeks for free. Why not? Confirm. Now, power cards. We can buy power cards. This is the ratings. Obviously, there's no ratings at the moment. And our journal. And the commissioner goals. The commissioner goals, we get one of those each week. and it says, have your most popular available male face and heel fight each other for this week. Now, okay, we'll have that in our main event. We'll have a one-on-one. Let's have a Hell in a Cell match between Brock Lesnar and The Undertaker. Why not? And make it a title match. Won't have any interference. We're going to save the match. That's our main event. Promo. Let's have John. Let's have role change. Let's have John Cena turn heel. Why not? I think that's a good idea. Mid card, let's have Charlotte Flair in a tables match, title match, up against Sasha Banks, and we'll have Alexa Bliss run in on Charlotte Flair. Book that match. We've got another promo here. Just a self promo for. Let's go for Seth Rollins can do a promo. Save that. And the opening match, we do a tag team match between I think that'll be a good one. And we'll do a TLC. I think this is a great card to begin with. So we've got a tag team match between Rey Mysterio and Batista versus Edge and AJ Styles. It's a TLC match. We've got Seth Rollins doing a promo. We've got the mid-card title match. Charlotte Flair taking on Sasha Banks. We've got John Cena turning heel. And then we've got our Hell in a Cell match, Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship. I'm going to confirm that booking. Confirm booking. SmackDown coming up. And let's simulate the first match. And the team of Edge and AJ Styles win in an amazing match. We've got a rivalry going, so that was brilliant. Seth Rollins' promo was excellent. We've got another title match between Charlotte Flair and Sasha Banks, with Charlotte Flair winning that match in a great match, 3.5 stars. John Cena is going to be turning heel, which was good. And then we've got the final match here, Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker. And The Undertaker wins in a 4.5 star classic. So let's see what happens on Raw. We've got Eric versus Roderick Strong. We're going to simulate this match. And Roderick Strong's going to get the win in a mediocre match. Ooh, bad luck for them. Austin Theory's got a promo. Promo was good. Dana Brooke and Toni Storm versus Carmella and Natalya. Gonna simulate this one. And the heels win in a mediocre match. Pete Dunne has got a promo. His promo's okay. Not much happened there. Now we've got Akira Tazawa versus Drew McIntyre. You'd think Drew McIntyre would win. And yes, Drew McIntyre won that one in a good match. So we absolutely smashed it. We didn't get any injuries, which is good. Brock Lesnar's popularity increased by 2. Undertaker's increased by 3. Charlotte Flair's popularity increased by 1. Sasha Banks' popularity increased by 3. And yep, that all went well there. So Good job, everybody. So we got 98,000 fans increased. We lost a total of $1,000, which that's not good. We completed the commissioner's goal, which means they were rewarded with this power card, which I'm not sure what the power card does, but I'm sure we'll find out in due time. And they gained $70,000 to their budget. So we're winning from a fan's perspective, and we've got more money. So that's a good start for us. We're in Las Vegas for week 2. Okay. So he's just letting us know that Brock Lesnar's got a stamina level below 40, which means he's vulnerable of becoming injured. The lower the stamina and more strenuous the match, the greater that risk becomes. Brock Lesnar wants a title match rematch. I'm happy to give that to him. And we'll exit. And I think we're going to call it an episode there, guys. That's week 1 done of our SmackDown vs. Raw MyGM mode. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And I'll catch you at the beginning of the next episode. Thanks. Bye.